10th or 11th grade, and I went to school for fashion marketing and management. So I just dressed. But I really didn't see my vision. Some people don't have a vision, and I didn't see it until I got there. But you guys can honestly see your vision now if you want to. And you can take it serious now if you want to, though. You have to want it. You have to want to take advantage of yourself and value yourself, because nobody wants somebody that's just going to be lingering around and don't have nothing to bring to the table. And I know and feel that everybody has a niche, and you guys probably all have something to bring to the table. And not as an adult, but as a child. Y'all probably have something to bring to the table. Just because it's your age, I'm only 29, but I be around older people, and I honestly have more wisdom to bring to them at 29, and they could be 30 plus. And they're learning from me. So much that you can have right now. Just let alone your education. Your education will take you so far in life. It'll take you so far, because if you rear and you go want to do other things with that background, like if I have I have a bachelor's degree in fashion marketing and management. But if I wanted to do other things and I didn't want to go in my career in fashion marketing, I still have that to lean on. So I still can always go back to that, because I always have a degree in that. So just make sure whatever you guys have, you guys always take care of yourself and your education. It's so important. Always was myself. Always was a leader. I never was a follower. So when I got to college for fashion marketing, you had to actually you had to make up the store from the beginning, from scratch. And so I had to think of names, and I just wanted it to reflect back on myself, but I didn't want it to actually be my name. So when I started writing down things of what symbolized myself, I kept coming back to just being myself. Because that's the only person I know how to be, and that's what I want y'all to be too. Just be yourself. Because a lot of times in this day and age, in this generation, a lot of people are followers. And they have to find themselves. Even people at my age, they still don't know themselves. It's about 2.5 hours away, so I was like, okay, I'm not home, but if I want to get in the car and go see my mama, if she want to come see me, we can do that. So I made sure I didn't go back home, but I graduated from Charlotte, the Art Institute of Charlotte. I don't think they have the Art Institute of Charlotte no more, but the art institutes are everywhere. So they do like culinary, like if you want to cook. They do web design if you're good with the web. They do graphic design, fashion marketing. So if you are creative, you can always look into the Art Institute of Charlotte.
If you was to give up on selling clothes, what would you want your job to be?
It's a good question. I feel like motivating and being able to speak to people, like speaking to y'all, I feel like I would want to do that, because it satisfies me with even with clothes. Like I know I have a vision for it, but honestly, I like to help like young women if they want to start a career. I really get a thrill off of helping others. So I probably would try to do something like that. But that was a good question. You had a question?
I did. I forgot it. What do you think the biggest difference was going from Danville to Atlanta, and then you went to Charlotte? So those are two different climates and two different cultures. Can you tell them a little bit about what Danville looks like, the climate there, and then going to Atlanta, going to Charlotte, because we're all going to college, right? Mm-hmm. We're a college-driven class, so Charlotte is really a good city, and it's an upcoming city, but you can move away from home and still be successful. So talk to them about that.
So Danville is the country. We have like one Walmart. They're like, wow. We have one Walmart, one mall. That should be enough for y'all to just know, like, because y'all living in Charlotte. Y'all like, what? So, it's really the country. It's really the country. And, moving to Atlanta, like, literally, we got out of school. I had a graduation party that month. I went to Atlanta the next month. And it was about like 5 other girls that was in school, high school with me, that was supposed to go with me to Atlanta. And this is what opened my eyes when I first went to Atlanta, because I had 5 other friends in high school that we were so hyped, like we going to high school, we doing this, we going to Atlanta. None of them went. I went by myself. That alone should let y'all know like how driven I was to not stay at home. I was not staying at the house. I was not staying in Virginia at all. But when I went to Atlanta, I was scared. I was so scared. I still can remember the day when me and my mom went to the school and we had to learn how to drive the MARTA. It's like the train that they have here now. What is it called?
Light rail.
The light rail. It's like the light rail that they have here now. And Charlotte is just getting that. MARTA it's always existed in Atlanta. So imagine not even being able, I didn't even know how to ride a bus in Danville. We were so small, everybody had a car, you know. So it didn't take us 5 minutes to get to Walmart. It didn't take us 5 minutes, so I never rode the bus before. I never rode no transit. So they was telling me like to get to your class you have to drive like the light rail, you have to drive the train to each stop, and then my class was about 30 minutes away from the actual loft that we had to stay in with 4 other people, and I'll be by myself, 6 hours away from my mom. Me and my mom is like this. So I'm like, what? I gotta do what? I gotta get in what? I gotta learn how to do what? I was like, and my mom was so scared for me. She was like, are you sure you wanna do this? I was so driven to stay there and just do it. I didn't understand. It was like, people gravitated to me. Once I got there, you know, it's millions of people from so many different places. And that's another thing too. College, I'm still cool with college friends. So many different places. Chicago, Houston. I have so many different friends that I met in college. You know, that's gonna stay my friend forever. Just people that you meet in life. You know, and I can always go to Chicago if I want to go to Chicago. I can always go to Houston if I want to go to Houston. I can go to New York. I visit my friend in New York all the time because, you know, she's there. Like, hey, let me stop by New York. I just met her in college. Now I met her in college here when I transferred here. So it's just so many people that you can meet in college with different diversity, different backgrounds in life that you realize, because you could be closed-minded just by staying, you know, in your city and not being able to go far. But it was a total different, just imagine a whole country girl coming from Danville, Virginia, and I'm going to Atlanta to meet these people that's from big cities, that's so used to everything, and I'm so closed-minded and not knowing. I didn't even know nothing about a train, how to drive it alone, how to get in there, how to read the whole map and stop, and you seeing people on the side asking for money. You have to stay after class. You have to drive the transit back in the dark. I was scared for my I was so scared, but it was normal to some people though, because that's all they knew. I didn't know that. Some people used to driving buses. They were used to driving, you know, I wasn't used to that, so it was so out of the norm for me, but I got used to it. I don't know, I just adapt to it so quick. It was kind of like, oh, you could do this. You could do it. But I'm so happy I went and opened my horizons to just other cities, and I went to college. It's the best experience ever. It's the best experience ever. I would tell anybody to just experience it. Like, people say all the time, like, I would never waste no money to go to college. It was the best experience ever in my life. And if I could go back, I would do it again and capitalize on it more. I didn't capitalize on school. Yeah.
Do you travel a lot?
Yeah. I just got back from Miami. And Yeah, I travel. I've been on probably about 6 trips this year. I think. Yeah, I travel a lot. I think that's important too. Traveling the world and being able to see different cultures is awesome. It's the greatest. We went to Barbados, we went to LA, Vegas. Yeah, traveling the world is like it's great too, because you just see different cultures, you see how different people are, you see the living, you see, when we went to Barbados, we were driving and the guy was saying like, it was raining the whole time we were there, and of course if you're somewhere and you're in a trip, you don't want it to rain. You're like, why is this weather so horrible? But when we were driving, the guy was saying to me, I said, this rain is just horrible, and he said, I'm happy it's raining. I was like, you're happy it's raining? And he was like, we need the rain. He was like, because that's how we eat. That's how we eat. They're taking the fruit that's growing off their trees and eating it. That's their meal. That's their meal for the day. That's how they eat. So I'm like, it takes you back to just appreciate what you have. Appreciate that home cooked meal. It's just like, wow, that's crazy. I rain and nothing grows, we don't eat. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
I have one more question for you, and then you go, and then anybody have a question after that? Okay, so, my next question is, what is your 5-year plan? So we talked about goal setting on, what day did I see y'all? Wednesday? We talked about goal setting and making a plan for your notes, right? So what is your goal for the next 5 years, and how do you plan to accomplish that and stay on track?
So, I have like a tribe, like a girl tribe. It's called BU Girl Gang. So my clothes, of course, is called BU. But I have like a tribe that I'm creating, and I have a van that's being made. It's a mobile boutique. So I have an actual store in the van. And I plan to go on tour in different states. And if I could talk to a class of girls, if I can talk to meet up, I want to have meetups with the girls, and basically just have a tribe, just gang my tribe. And I want us to be worldwide, to be able for women to understand that we can do it, and a lot of girls see competition, and we don't have to be competitors for one another. We need to just understand the growth. Like, I don't have to put you down for me to come up. I don't have to dim your light for my light to shine. We all can shine. We all can win, and I really just want to do that in my near future. That's my plan. And I write down things to be able to accomplish those goals. And within a year's plan, I just keep progressing to accomplish certain things.
If there's anything you could change about your career, what would it be?
Basically, what I wish I would have done,
Yeah.
like I was telling you guys earlier, I wish I would have capitalized on my career when I was in college. I said a lot, and that's what I wish you guys would do. So even if I couldn't do it, I try to tell whoever I speak with at you guys' age to not think about now, but think about the future. That's why even if you guys have a career or you think that you know what you possibly do it. Do it now. Speak it into existence. Plan it out and just think of the near future and be positive. Don't be negative and don't say I can't, it ain't happening, I'm not gonna do it, I quit. No, legit talk to yourself you might seem like you're going crazy, but you legit have to tell yourself I'm gonna win. I tell myself every morning, I do affirmations to myself, and it's kind of crazy, but I want to tell you guys because you guys can do it too.